I'm your rich uncle. I want to see my family win. Follow my advice, and you'll be the rich uncle in your family. Have you ever stopped to realize that you're not the same person you were a year ago? Maybe you think differently, make better decisions, or have new opportunities coming your way. Growth happens gradually, and sometimes you don't even notice it until you look back. But there are clear signs that you're moving to the next level in life. These changes might feel uncomfortable at first, but they are proof that you are evolving. If you've been wondering whether you're making progress or just going through the motions, here are 10 signs that you are leveling up your life. Number 1. You no longer tolerate what you used to. Things that used to be okay just don't sit right with you anymore. Maybe it's toxic relationships, draining conversations, or bad habits that you used to ignore. Now, you find yourself setting boundaries and saying no to what no longer serves you. This is a powerful sign of growth. You're no longer operating on autopilot. You're becoming intentional about what you allow into your life. When you start walking away from negativity and choosing what's best for you, that's when you know you're leveling up. It's not always easy, but the ability to remove what no longer fits your journey is a sure sign of personal evolution. At first, it might feel uncomfortable, almost like you're losing people or missing out. But the truth is, you're making space for better things. The right people, opportunities, and experiences will start filling those gaps. Number 2. You're more focused on the future than the past. You no longer dwell on past mistakes or missed opportunities. Instead of wishing things had gone differently, you're focused on what's next. This shift in mindset is huge. It means you've stopped wasting time on things you can't change and started building the future you want. People who stay stuck in the past often repeat the same mistakes. But when you start thinking ahead, setting goals, and making intentional choices, you know you're on the right path. Dwelling on regrets keeps you stagnant, but focusing on the future moves you forward. You understand that every mistake taught you something, and every experience shaped you. Instead of being held back by the past, you now use it as fuel to grow. Number 3. You handle problems differently. You don't react to challenges the way you used to. Instead of panicking or feeling defeated, you approach problems with a solution-based mindset. Maybe you used to get upset over small inconveniences, but now you take a step back and think logically. Maybe you used to complain, but now you look for ways to fix things. This shows massive growth. The way you handle setbacks determines how far you go in life. When you start seeing problems as opportunities to learn rather than reasons to quit, you're leveling up in a big way. Challenges are no longer things that stop you. They become lessons that push you forward. And that's a sign of maturity, wisdom, and personal evolution. Number 4. You're comfortable being uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. If you've been stepping into situations that challenge you, whether it's learning a new skill, speaking up, or putting yourself out there, then you're evolving. Most people stay in their comfort zone because change is scary. But if you've been embracing discomfort, pushing through fear, and doing things that once intimidated you, that's a clear sign you're moving to the next level. The best things in life happen outside of your comfort zone. And if you're willing to be uncomfortable for the sake of growth, you're already ahead of most people. You know that fear doesn't mean stop. It means go. Number 5. You're more intentional with your time. Wasting time doesn't feel the same anymore. You no longer spend hours scrolling social media, watching pointless TV, or hanging around people who drain your energy. Instead, you're choosing activities that add value to your life. Maybe you're reading more, working on your goals, or spending time with people who inspire you. This is a huge shift. The most successful people aren't necessarily smarter or more talented. They just use their time wisely. If you're prioritizing growth over distractions, you're leveling up. You realize that time is the one resource you can never get back, so you protect it fiercely. Number 6. You're attracting better opportunities. Have you noticed that new opportunities are coming your way? Maybe people are reaching out to you for collaborations, job offers, or new experiences. This isn't luck. This is a direct result of your growth. When you start improving yourself, you naturally attract better things. The energy you put out, whether it's confidence, skill building, or a strong work ethic, draws the right people and situations into your life. Opportunities come when you're ready for them. If doors are opening that weren't there before, it's because you've leveled up to match them. The more you grow, the more the world responds to your new mindset and capabilities. Number 7. You no longer seek approval from others. You used to care a lot about what people thought. Maybe you avoided certain decisions because you were afraid of judgment. But now you trust yourself more. You're no longer waiting for validation from friends, family, or society. You make choices based on what feels right for you, not what others expect. This is a major breakthrough. Many people stay stuck because they let the opinions of others control them. When you stop seeking approval and start living life on your own terms, you're operating at a higher level. Your self-worth is no longer determined by external opinions. It comes from within. Number 8. You take more risks. If you're no longer playing it safe and have started taking calculated risks, it's a major sign you're leveling up. Maybe you've started a business, applied for a dream job, moved to a new city, or pursued a passion that once seemed impossible. The key difference is that you no longer let fear paralyze you. You act despite the fear. Taking risks means you're betting on yourself. It means you trust your ability to figure things out, even if you don't have all the answers yet. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens when you step into the unknown and push yourself beyond what you thought was possible. At first, risk-taking is terrifying. You might experience self-doubt, fear of failure, or even imposter syndrome. But then, something shifts. You realize that every challenge you overcome builds your confidence. Suddenly, taking risks becomes a habit rather than an exception. You understand that the people who succeed in life are the ones who go for it. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They create them. And if you've adopted this mindset, you're already leveling up in ways most people never will. Number 9. You prioritize your health, mentally and physically. You've realized that your health is the foundation of everything, and you've started treating it that way. In the past, you might have neglected sleep, ignored mental well-being, or engaged in unhealthy habits without thinking twice. But now you make conscious decisions to improve yourself. Maybe you've started exercising regularly to build physical and mental strength, eating healthier to fuel your body instead of just eating for convenience, protecting your mental health by setting boundaries and saying no to toxic people, practicing mindfulness, meditation, or journaling to clear your mind and stay focused. When you take care of yourself on all levels, you operate at your best. You have more energy, clarity, and resilience, which naturally helps you perform better in every other area of your life. Your health is no longer an afterthought. It's a priority, and that's a sign that you are elevating to the next level. Number 10. You trust the process. Life doesn't always go as planned. But instead of getting frustrated when things don't happen immediately, you've learned to trust the process. You no longer expect overnight success. You understand that real growth, real wealth, real mastery, all take time. Instead of trying to force things, you focus on taking consistent action, knowing that the results will come. This shift in mindset is powerful. Most people quit too soon because they expect instant rewards. But if you've developed patience, persistence, and trust in yourself, you're operating at a higher level than ever before. You've embraced the fact that small efforts repeated over time lead to massive results. Whether it's building a career, a relationship, a business, or personal skills, you now trust that your efforts will pay off in the long run. You're no longer controlled by impatience. You don't rush success, you build it, and that's the true mark of someone leveling up. All right, my future millionaires. That's a wrap for today. If you got some value from this, don't just sit on it. Hit that like button. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on more money-making secrets. Turn on those notifications because wealth waits for no one. Stay smart. Stay hungry. And I'll see you in the next one. Let's get rich.